Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing, man? Micro Mike, how's it going, buddy? Matthew Huntley, how's it going, bro? My boy Slava in the house. Someone is late. I was just doing a little bit of reading, buddy. Chris Kaba in the house. What's up, buddy? Roscoe Wallace. What's up, brother? I'm here. It's live, baby. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today on a Sunday? On a nice Sunday, a little bit warm out, a little muggy, a little hot. It's okay, though. What's everybody doing, man? I got my Tiger gear. Going on. I just read a little something on my boys today. 7 p.m., best time on Sunday, Micro Mike. Yep. Do all my family stuff, take care of business. And it was my wife's birthday today. Happy birthday, baby. I love you so much. I hope you had a good day. We had a good day, man. It was a good time. We had a couple friends over last night. Had some pizza. We did some fireworks. And your boy was safe. But there was a couple little mishaps. But everybody turned out all right, and we had a good time, man. We had a good time. I literally had fireworks probably within like 10 feet from my face, though. It was pretty good, man. It was good, but it was safe. It was good. Oh yeah. So how's everybody doing today, man? But like I said, there was some Tiger talk. You guys can hear me, right? Just give me a thumbs up or something. You guys can hear me. Sometimes I don't know what's going on here. Bueller. All right. Oh, yeah, guys. Oh. So anyways, I did have some Tiger news today. I got my Tiger stuff on. I put my hat on. Tigers submitted their 60-man roster today, but they only submitted 58 players. Oh, so what does that mean? Oh, okay. I'll get back to that. Paul, Habs fan right there, buddy. How's it going, bro? Red Wings got fleeced in the draft. Well, hey, it is what it is, bro. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know what I mean? There's nothing you could do about it, man. Unbelievable, man. If anybody didn't know, the Red Wings had 18.5% chance of acquiring the first round pick in the NHL lottery draft a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday or yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was. And they ended up getting fourth overall pick. Now, the first round pick is like a placeholder team, is a team that's literally in the playoffs. 8 teams will have a 12.5% chance of getting that first overall pick. And our Montreal Canadiens, baby, Paul, are one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? So, out of those 8 teams in the first round, whoever gets knocked out, 8 teams have a shot at the first round pick. And the first round pick is going to be that Lafreniere kid from Quebec. It's all set up, Paul. It's all set up for the Habs to get it, buddy. It's all set up. And if we can get our hands on that Lafreniere kid, whoa, yikes, man! That kid's just an overall, great hockey player. He looks sweet in the Habs uniform, and I'm sure he wants to go there. So, because he's from there, I think he's from Montreal. I'm not sure if he's from Montreal per se, but I know he's a Frenchman. But I was going to say about the Tigers today, they submitted their 60-man roster, but they only submitted 58 players. So that means, doing stuff like that means they left 2 guys off, obviously, but they had some very notable ads. Tarek Skubal. What's going on, Trox? What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? They added some youngsters. They added 3-4 really good pitchers. They added Matt Manning, Tarek Skubal and Casey Mize to the 60-man roster. Then they added Riley Green, their first-round pick from last year, the outfielder, the 19-year-old lefty, the power hitter, and a great defender. They added Dylan Dingler, the second-round catcher they drafted out of OSU. Who else was pretty notable? Alex Fado, the pitcher. Bo Burrows has been there for a bit, a few years. But, yeah, they got 2 more spots open. Now, that's up for discussion. One of them is for sure going to be Spencer Torkelson, the first base / third baseman that they drafted out of Arizona State last year. I mean, this year. The kid they drafted just this year, like a few weeks ago. He's for sure going to be the 59th guy. Now 60, I think it's good. It could be Gage working, maybe the fourth round pick out of Arizona State that they picked too. The third baseman could play shortstop, switch hitting, power hitter guy. So it's up for discussion. I don't really know what they're going to do, but hopefully that's what they do. Hopefully they add for sure Torkelson and for sure Workman. That's what I'd like to see. Or they can throw in a pitcher there somewhere. 100%, Roscoe. I'm not sleeping on Bo Burrows or Fado. I know Fado's had some injuries in the past, man, but he's a really good pitcher. When they drafted him, solid pitcher. Bo Burrows as well. Just imagine what that pitching staff's going to look like, guys. Just imagine. Imagine if Fulmer comes back healthy too. Oh my God, that pitching staff could possibly be one of the best in baseball in 2-3 years. And that's not even being a homer. That's not even being a homer, talking like a homer. That's legit. That's legit. It's just all about health, man. I can't stress it enough. I can never stress health enough. That's what it's all about. That's right, brother. I just said, yeah, man, for sure, man. That's a good call, bro. I like those kids, man. I like those kids. Time to win, Micro Mike. You're right, buddy. Nice picture. I like that. All right, on. Here's my boy, Richard Seguin. Adrian Peterson says running backs are being disrespected in the NFL. What's your opinion? You know what? I didn't really read that, Rich, so I probably have to read the article, but from looking at that, disrespected, like, what do you mean? Like, running backs in the NFL, it's not a dying breed. It's slowly coming back. It's usually a two-headed monster. Running backs don't get, like I've said before, running backs don't get drafted high anymore. And like, you know what I mean? Like Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, those guys all went high, right? I think Gurley did, but Ezekiel Elliott, all those guys, McCaffrey, they all went high because they were super studs. And but it's like they have a really, really short shelf life. The running backs, they're really short shelf life. So it's like nobody ever wants to give a running back a second contract. Like, look at the deal going on in Minnesota with Dalvin Cook. You know what I mean? He's not getting his money. And he's a top 10 running back for fun in the NFL. But he has injury history. So it's like, I don't know if it's a disrespect thing. I'd have to read that article, bro. But that's my opinion on running backs. Like, look at guys like DeAndre Swift and Hilaire, who went late first, 32nd actually to Kansas City. DeAndre Swift, the best running back in the draft last year, and we get him in the second round early. Like J.K. Dobbins goes late to Baltimore. You know what I mean? It's just all these great running backs. They just go late because A, they don't want to pay them, and B, they have a short shelf life. So I don't know about getting disrespected. Adrian Peterson, man, he just likes to talk. Oh, good, brother. I got you back. I knew what you meant. Thank you, Paul. She's a spry 27, buddy. A spry 27. This is true, Dr. Detroit. A running back is only as good as the line in front of him. That's true to a point, for sure. But a really great running back can make a really mediocre O-line look really good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? it goes both ways. It's really nice to have like a stud offensive guard or a really good offensive tackle to open up holes for running back. Yeah, I get it, man. But if you're a really, really good running back, you create your own stuff too, man. You create your own holes, man. You create your own plays, you score, you know what I mean? But Jad, you're right. Longevity, exactly, man. There's not much longevity. Like, look at guys like Todd Gurley, man. They're still talking about this guy's knee. Like coming out of college, his knee was destroyed, and he lit it up for the Rams for a few years, got hurt. Now he's a question mark in Atlanta. You don't know what to do with him, man. He's supposed to be the guy. He's got arthritis in that knee, man. Arthritis in the knee. He's in his 20s. That's crazy, man. What's going on, Grid? How you doing, buddy? No, Mr. Huntley. Let's not say not true. Barry had no line. That's not necessarily true, dude. He had Lomas. He had Lomas Brown. He had Kevin Glover, man. He had some studs, man. He had some studs. He didn't have the greatest O-line his whole career, but he had some really good O-lines. Losing Kevin Glover was one of the reasons why he left. What is one of the reasons why he retired. He was a phenomenal center guard, Glover. But yeah, he didn't have a great O-line his whole career. He didn't have a you know what I mean? But Barry's Barry, man. The Barry could do things that, he was like a rabbit in a hat, man. He was there one minute, gone the next. Barry went backwards a lot. I was at a home game for doesn't Barry lead the NFL in all-time negative yards? He was always trying to make a play, man. And hey, no disrespect to Barry, man. Barry was the best, man. I'll never say anything wrong, and I never say Barry should have did this, Barry should have did that, man. Because he was he was Mr. Running Back, the GOAT, GOAT, the absolute GOAT. Emmitt Smith has mouthed the same words, man. He has said the same things about Barry. Every time he touched the ball, you literally gasped for air. Every time I went to a football game at the Silverdome and Barry touched the ball, I swear to God, everybody breathed. Everybody had that collective at the same time. It was nuts. It was absolutely crazy. Yeah, Barry had an incredible line. He had a couple good lines. His for the Lions, he did. Not every year, but he had some really, really good old linemen, man. All right, attaboy, Grid, attaboy, man. I need one of those, brother. Tell me how much. Barry had a dang good line, a 270-pound fullback in his first 6 years. Us old folks remember that. Yeah. Schlesinger? Is that who you're talking about? Or he got Schlesinger later on. I miss Barry too. I miss him a lot too, Trox. My guy, for sure. Barry, oh yeah. What's up, Noble? How you doing, buddy? TA in the building. Okay, good. I didn't remember. Okay. Glover, Brown, and a second Utley. Oh yeah, man. Utley were great, and yes, Barry, GOAT, but he's not a good example. What do you mean he's not a good example? Not a good example of what? Barry wasn't your textbook running back. That's for sure. If that's what you're saying, yeah, 100% he wasn't your textbook running back because Barry would do pirouettes, man, trying to make plays. He'd run this way, that way, run backwards, run all the way around, and he'd run 30 yards to get 2. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, he wasn't textbook. Barry was never textbook, but GOAT, baby. GOAT. That's right, man. He did. I remember him running backwards 5 to go forward 10. Hey, man, that's what he did, man. That's what he did. That's what Barry did. Absolutely. Barry Sanders, 10-plus seasons, rushing over 1,000. That's phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal, man. He was the most exciting player that I've ever watched in sports history in my life. And I've been to hundreds and hundreds of Lions games. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of Tiger games, Pistons games, Red Wing games. I've never seen anything to his caliber. And that's including guys like Steve Eiserman, Isaiah Thomas, you know, Kirk Gibson, Alan Trammell, all those guys into one. I've never seen a guy that was just so electric. Forgot his, but the dude before him was 6'6", 270. Before Schlesinger, yeah, obviously. Drawing a blank, brother. At fullback, eh? Because I didn't think Barry had a fullback for his first couple years, because that was the big deal with his dad. That was the big deal with his dad and Barry. And Barry kept it quiet because he didn't say peep. He didn't say bull. He didn't say nothing, man. But his dad sure ran his mouth about when Corey Schlesinger came into the offense. He never liked it. He didn't like it. Barry didn't need a guy. He didn't need to follow a guy because his running style was completely weird. Like, it was different than any other running back ever. He didn't see something he liked, he went the other way. And he could do that on a dime. Yep. Not a good example, yes, but not textbook. Yep. No one like him other than Gale. Yeah, Gale Sayers, man. What was this saying? You give me an inch, he's gone. You know what I mean? Gale Sayers. Oh, I know who Gale Sayers was, man. I never watched him play. I was probably I was too young, but I've seen the highlights, man. A guy, and that was a guy that shortened his career for injuries too. Thanks, brother. See you down and bro. Keep up the good work, Orm. Thanks, baby. Thanks a lot, buddy. One pride, man. What's going on, Gridiron Goku? How you doing, buddy? That was the thing, man. Me also, Mark. He could have 30 yards through 3 quarters, then break one off for 50 plus. That's exactly it, man. That was the beauty. That was the beauty of watching Barry, man. You sit there, man, and you kind of lull you to sleep a little bit, man. But don't blink. Don't you blink, bro. Don't you blink, because, man, once you blink, he's gone. And that's what a lot of guys did. He lulled defenses to sleep. I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose, but you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Barry didn't like having a fullback, and his old man made sure that everybody knew about it. This is what Troxel Sports. This is why Nick Bodden's so critical for the Lions in 2020. Yeah, baby. Troxel is Nick Bodden. We got to get you a jersey, bro. You do have a jersey of Nick, right? You have to. I hope you do, dude. You better. Pushing, buddy. Pushing. Trying. Yeah, the run and shoot was a one-back system. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, he did. His dad was always complaining about the first dude, and then he went without 1 year, and then we got Schlesinger. Yeah. Man, poor Corey Schlesinger too, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure him and Barry got along. We just thought, man, the Corey was just there to do a job, man. Put someone's, you know what, into the dirt and just, step over the guy, help out. There's a guy that literally broke face masks for a living. I think he broke 11 in a game one time or something like that. Corey. Woo! Yeah, buddy. 15. Let's go. I was hoping to get a little bit up, a little bit more. Let's go, guys. Oh, no. That's strong D. Oh, no. The strong D's back. You make me die, bro. Get that softy. Oh, yeah. Now, Jamal Adams, we're just seeking Jamal Adams would fit perfectly in our scheme. For sure he would. But he don't want to come here. And it's not that he said anything negative about Detroit. He just, they weren't on his list. He only picked contenders. Jamal Adams is an absolute boss. But he seems like a little bit of a head case. I don't know, not a head case, but just, a little bit too arrogant. But yeah, he would definitely fit, but you're giving up a first and a second for him. You're giving up a first and a second, maybe even 2 firsts for him. So I don't know if the Lions really have that luxury of doing that. But they would have an absolute ridiculous safety group if they did that. They'd have like Jamal Adams, Tracy Walker, and like a Deron Harmon. That'd be insane. And then you had Jalen Kearse, the kid they picked up in Minnesota. Wow. Better than a soft D. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's all I'm giving Martha. That's all I'm giving Martha, bro. I'm not giving anything else. Dr. Detroit, what's up, buddy? I think Swift has that in a way, only different threats like catching. Yeah, because Barry wasn't really known for his catching. I'd like to know how many balls he's caught in his career, but it wasn't a lot. I know that, man. He always seemed a little awkward catching the football. I don't think he could do it, obviously, but it just wasn't his game. But Swift, yeah, he catches everything. He catches everything. He has hands like a wide receiver, so that's one thing. And Swift is his favorite running back was Barry too, so that's what you love. You love hearing stuff like that. That's right, guys, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Subscribe. It's free. Smash that notification bell, man. Everything's free, guys. It's all good. We'd like to talk Lions football. We'd like to do all that stuff here, man. I like to talk all sports, Detroit Tiger baseball. I'll even talk about how the Wings got jobbed and then the draft, but I won't get into too crazy detail about that. For sure, Dr. Detroit. He does shake and bake like Barry, but he can fit through a seam. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I can't wait to see this kid, DeAndre Swift, running in our offense. It's going to be something special. It's going to be real special. Kerryon Johnson needs to be on notice. I'm telling you, he needs to be on notice. And hopefully he's working his butt off right now, because there's a kid that's literally peeking over his shoulder that's about to take his job from him. But the NFL is a RBBC, running back by committee. It is what it is. And if these two guys can stay healthy, man, you can get 800 plus from each of these guys, or even more, and like a whole ton of touchdowns, a whole bunch of catches, because they both catch the ball extremely well too. It's just the sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit for Swift and Kerryon. Trox needs a bottom jersey. You're right. You're right, Tia. He does, bro. I'm surprised he doesn't have one. Come on. That's right, man. That's right. I'm not sure what my next jersey is going to be. It's probably going to be, I either want to go Galladay. I think I want to go the Galladay in, or I want to do, already got like 3 Stafford jerseys there. I like to get like maybe a Jamie Collins jersey, man. I think that'd be nice. I got to get something from the D, a Jamie Collins or a Julian Akwara. I think that might be, yeah, man. That's going to be maybe an Akwara. Travis Bodden for sure, eh? You guys are killing me, man. I give Martha strong D. If you don't know, guys, with all this strong D, soft D, hard D, triple D, all these comments, you got to check out our latest podcast on the One Pride. We were literally dying, talking about Martha Ford, and we were giving her some grades, and let's just say, man, it got a little crazy. But it was a fun, good time, man. It was a great time. I kind of, you know what? I agree with the Grid, but we don't really need Jamal. It's kind of hard to say we don't really need him, because he's probably the best safety in the business. But I do get what you're saying, because we have a pretty good young core of safeties. Minus Harmon, he's 29. He's not old, but he's 29. We got Walker, we got Curse, we got who's the other kid? Walker, Curse, Harmon. So yeah, so we got guys like that. It's going to be a nice young group right there. So we don't necessarily need them. I see what you're saying. Trox, I think he will, Matthew, because Patrick used style fullbacks. Now they must be doubled up and got Sellers as well. Yeah, Sellers is good. Well, like Sellers is going to be a tough sell. Well, I didn't mean that right there. Actually, that was he probably won't make the team, because because Nada can play fullback too in a pinch. I think Bodden's in trouble too making the squad. I don't think they're going to carry two fullbacks. Say they carry Nada and then they're going to carry Bodden too. I don't know, man. We'll see. The thing Bodden did well in college was he caught some balls. He actually caught the football well. So, he's suffered through some injuries, man. He's had some trouble getting playing time when healthy. So he's got some work ahead of him. I'm rooting for the kid, though. That's right, Chris. Chris Kaba. If we ran a West Coast system, I'd keep Bodden. But we don't. We need a true power blocker for this system. Bodden dives at ankles because he can't take a dude straight on. Okay. I haven't seen enough of that, so to really comment to say he can't take dudes on. If he's doing that, like you say, that's not good. That's not good because as a fullback, man, that's actually a little bit embarrassing because, I played a little bit of fullback myself. Believe it or not, I was a running back too, as well as a linebacker when I played football. And I used to hate if I had a lead blocker and a guy just dove at his feet, man, like literally dove at his tippy toes. I'd lose my mind, man. I lose my mind on the guy, actually. So if that's true, Nick, man, let's go. You got to be better than that, bro. That's right, Matthew. I agree. With all the backs we have, I'm thinking he goes. Bodden, is that what you're saying? And Isaac Nada plays full-time back? Plays part-time fullback? Yeah, because he's capable. And he's a tight end too, so he's got that versatility that Patricia just absolutely loves and on offense or defense. So if you can play two positions for Patricia, there's a good chance that you're probably going to make the squad. I like Nada too, man. I like him coming out of Georgia. What's up, Jorge? How you doing, buddy? He's a total boss, Mike. He's an absolute boss. He's a terror. He's a terror on the field. I'm sick and tired of arguing with people too that he's not going to be productive this year. Like Lions fans, man. Sometimes I wonder what the hell you guys are thinking, man. Like, not you guys in the chat necessarily, but some of you guys, man, you guys are just so down on every player we got, man. That I was getting into it with a guy saying that DeAndre Swift was going to do nothing this year. It's Kerryon Johnson's backfield. Okay, we're in 2020, guys. This is 2020. When's the last time you don't really see a one-back system? You don't see a one-back system. Even if Kerryon is healthy and he's running for 115 yards a game, which I don't think he's gonna, but even if he's doing that, DeAndre Swift is going to get 60, 70, 80 of that, even if Kerryon's running his butt off. So don't tell me DeAndre Swift's not going to do nothing, man. Yep. We got 55 players this year. Matthew Agnew and Bodden makes the team. I could see it, man. I could see it. I'm still not 100% sold on Bodden, brother. Sorry, man. I just don't know. They did add 2 extra bodies to the roster. It was 53 before. Now it's 55. I think Agnew is going to make it just because he's good on special teams. Yeah. You might see. I think you might see a six wide receiver though too. Their wide receiver room is loaded, bro. So I can kind of see maybe a 6 wide receiver. It could be Agnew too. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to make the team per se as a wide receiver, but you might see an extra wide receiver in that room or on that roster for sure. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I can't do it. But yeah, for sure, man. Did the forward by the Red Wings. Oh, hey, man, the Red Wings got jacked up, man. They got smoked on that draft lottery, man. It's flawed. It's a flawed system. You had 18, 19% chance of getting the first round pick, and now you're picking 4th. So, and now a team that made the playoffs and gets beat out in the first round is going to have a shot at the first round pick. And you're getting a stud in that Lafreniere kid. So, and it's all set up, guys, from my Montreal Canadiens to get him. I think I think the wrench has been thrown into the plans. I think Bettman has literally said, hey, we're going to give that Montreal team, they haven't been relevant in a long time. You know what we're going to do? We're going to help them out. We're going to help them out, and we're going to give them that pick. Ooh-wee. Because sports, man, because you know what? Sports, there's always conspiracy theories with sports, and I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. But when it comes to sports, teams get picked on and teams get helped out. Always in sports. And Montreal is historically awesome, but they've been bad for a long time. Montreal Canadiens have been a bad hockey club for a long time. Now I think it's time to put the switch back on and get the Frenchman on the roster, and let's go win some playoff games, baby. Oh yeah, Ducks jersey, eh? You getting it? Any specific player? Please don't tell me Joey Harrington, even though I have a Harrington Detroit Lions jersey. Swift, Akuda, and the Gridiron BLITZ jerseys. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. You always need Pro Bowl players, LOL, but I do like our safeties. That's true, Roscoe. Yeah, I do like our safeties. The grid kind of nailed it. We don't necessarily need them, but hey, you get a guy like Jamal Agnew on your squad, man. My God. That secondary would be on fire. That secondary would be on fire, man, because he's a playmaker, man. He's like the only guy, I think he's like one of the only the second guy in the NFL with like, you might want to correct me on this, like 10 sacks, 10 interceptions, bunch of like so many tackles and like so many years. I think JJ Watt's not JJ Watt, but there's another guy. It's like they have the same amount of stats, and like they're the only two in the NFL that have done it in the last 3-4 years. Because Jamal's only been in the league for a few years now. He's trying to get out of New York, obviously. I think he's going to Dallas. Tell you the truth, I think he's going to Dallas anyway. So this is interesting, Rich. This is really interesting. Myles Garrett contract extension is moving slowly. The guy is worth it. My thoughts, anyways. You know what? He on the field playing football, he's 100% worth it. But he's got something wrong upstairs. He's got something wrong upstairs, and it's not just last year when he tried to actually murder, when he tried to murder that Pittsburgh a quarterback there. I can't even remember the kid's name. But yeah, he took that helmet and he tried to really hurt him. And apparently he said a racial slur, but it never really got proved. So I don't know. I don't want to get into that. If he said it, he's an a-hole for doing it. But you don't try to actually kill somebody with a helmet, because that was bad. And it's not the first time he's ever did something like that, Myles Garrett. It's not the first time that he's ever gone after guys. He's a dirty player. He's one of the lead guys in the league for getting 15-yard penalties, for getting unsportsmanlike misconducts. He's a guy that goes after guys, but he's a guy that's going to absolutely go out after and get the quarterback and destroy the quarterback. But he just got to get his head right, man. He's got to get his head right. That's it. Yeah, the Habs do suck, bro, but we're in the playoffs and you guys aren't. So me and this guy right here, West Branch, we got a little something going. We're good though, bro, but we're good. We're good. I'm coming at you, brother. I'm coming at you. And he's a Sparty too, man. He's a Sparty too. He just sit down and have a beer with you, man, and talk some sense into you. Don't worry though, man. We're gonna get our heads kicked in the first round. You'll be happy, but you guys are picking fourth. I take it you're not too high on Bo Scarborough. I really like him a lot, but I understand there's so many carries. No, bro. I am high on Bo. I like Bo. I like Bo a lot. He's the number 3, baby. He's the number 3, man. He's a guy that he's a good running back when he was at Alabama. I don't think he got drafted in the NFL. I don't think he got drafted. I think he was a UDFA, pretty sure. Dallas picked him up. I don't think he went to anywhere else, and then we plucked him off of Dallas's practice squad, or they released him. I like it, and he ran well for us last year. He's a good number 3, who I think could probably turn into a solid number 2, because I think Kerryon Johnson's going down, and I hate to say it, but I just think it's going to happen, guys. And I'm fully confident in Bo. Bo don't catch nothing though. He's not going to catch nothing. He's our short yardage guy. He's going to get the tough yards, going to get the goal lines. But KJ's good at goal line too. So, but Bo's got the size. So, no, I got nothing against Bo, bro. I actually like him. Noble, it's up to you. Do you think they will let Swift wear number 20 or 22? He could be 32. Well, he's not going to wear 20, bro. He's not going to wear 20. I think we talked about this last week. No way. 22, yeah, because 21 is Tracy Walker, right? 21 is Tracy Walker. 22, I can't think of who's 22 on the roster as of right now. I think he'd want to go as close to Barry as he could, though. I like 22, man. If there's nobody 22, man, that's a beautiful number. That's a beautiful number. I like 32 too, man. That's a solid number too. But 22, that's my number, man. That's my number that I want him to wear if it's available. Who's ready for baseball? I am, bro. I'm ready for baseball. It's funny. I was out today. I was out picking out some flowers for the wife for her birthday, sorry. Some flowers. And I went to a Shoppers Drug Mart, and fantasy books are out, right? So I'm a big fantasy guy, man. I love fantasy football. I love fantasy hockey. Even though I don't follow hockey crazy, but I play fantasy football, hockey, and baseball. Used to play basketball, but I hate the way basketball is. The players make me sick. Because they're just babies. They're all babies. But anyways, I went out and got a football book today. But I looked for a baseball book. Nothing. No fantasy baseball books out there, guys. So I got a little conspiracy theory. I know it's supposed to happen, but is it going to happen? Why aren't the books out? Man, we got to have these books out. I love it. Come on, guys, get these books out, man. I love reading books. I know paperback is old news. People don't like to read, but dude, I'm all about this. I'm all about reading, man. And I know they're a little bit outdated. You know what I mean? But this is why we have computers. This is why we have this little thing right here, this fun little thing right here called a computer that we can do updates on ourselves. But it's good to have a little bit of paperback. It's good to have that paperback. And look who it is. Look who it is. Saquon. Number 1 or number 2 in fantasy, buddy. No. Johnson, Swift, Huntley, Ty Johnson. I think Ty Johnson and Bodden are gonna be on their way out. I think they are. Unless they go with 5 running backs and they go Kerryon, Swift, Bo, Huntley, and then maybe Ty Johnson. Maybe Ty Johnson. I don't think they're going to keep a Bodden. I don't think they're going to keep a Bodden or a Sellers over a running back. But Bevel likes to have fullbacks in his system. He's known to have them, so maybe one of them does stick. If anybody's going to stick, it's going to be Bonnet. It's not going to be Sellers. Yeah, I don't think so either, brother. I don't think he makes the roster either. By the way, it went up to 16. It went up to 16, brother. It went up to 16. I'd love to get 20 in here. LOL, Dr. Detroit. This is interesting. Troxel Sports. Huntley going to the practice squad. No time to get those offseason reps. We have to win now. Guys that haven't been in the system last year are going to have a hard time making it this year due to no. Yeah, Trox, I agree. I agree somewhat with that, man. But I don't think With Huntley, I think you're getting just a little bit better over Ty Johnson, even though Johnson's got a year up on him in the system, blah, 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 all that stuff. I think Huntley brings a little bit more to the table. He brings more to the table in the receiving game. That's for damn sure. He brings a lot more there. And I think he's a better special teamer. And they're both the same. They're both the same speed-wise. Johnson's bigger. But Huntley, I just think he's got a little step on him because of the receiving game. Huntley, I think, is going to be that J.D. McKissick. It's going to be that J.D. McKissick, Riddick type guy, bro. I think he's going to win the job over it's a great topic, man. It's a really good topic. I really like that topic. Yeah, those two guys are workhorses for sure, man. You don't see it's very rare, eh? Noble, Barkley, Elliott are workhorse backs who get a lot of touches. Exactly. But it's very rare. You don't see it much. You know what I mean? And now you're starting to see guys like Barkley and Elliott get dinged up now, though, man. You know what I mean? They don't like to be like a workhorse and workhorse back in the NFL, man. It's like it's very uncommon. You just don't see it, man. You just don't see it. Even with superstars like Barkley and Elliott. These guys are total studs. You know what I mean? I'd love any of these guys on my squad, man. But just you need that second guy. You need that second guy, man. You just do. Mark, on the Joker Orem poster painting we see behind you on the other videos, who did it? It was a friend of mine. I never asked for that. By the way. It was a present from a buddy. His, you know what? I'd have to get back to you on that, bro. It's a guy that did it. He actually works in the comic book industry. He's an artist, obviously, and it was a friend of mine, his niece's husband. I got to get the name for you, guy. I don't know where my phone is. Don't know where my phone is right now. I will get that to you, though, bro. I will get that to you. It was a surprise. It was a present, man. It was one of the best things I've ever gotten in my life, next to my little girl. You know what I mean? Because I absolutely love comic books and I love the Joker. So. I don't hype up the rookies, Matthew Huntley. If they can produce year one, great. But I don't plan on being breakout rookie of the year players till they prove. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, it's all about hyping up, though, dude. We got to hype up a little bit, bro. Just a touch, man. It's all we got right now, man. That's all we got, bro. But like you said, I'm not playing on these guys to be rookie of the year or anything like that, man. It's fun to say that DeAndre Swift's going to run for 1,200 yards. 20 touchdowns. It's fun to say that and win rookie of the year, but we got to hype these guys up a bit, bro. We got to hype these guys up a bit. And DeAndre Swift, man, he deserves all the hype. He does. He deserves all the hype, man. We did have 16 for a brief second, brother. We had it for a second. Then it went away. But that's the most I think I've had. So slowly but surely, man, just like my subs. Slowly but surely. Trucks, with all the bottom doubts, I might take bets on 5 diamond push-ups, no cheating, full push-ups. Woo! Diamond push-ups, eh, bro? What, you're saying that it's got to be diamond push-ups got to be done if Bodden makes the squad? Ooh, I might take you up on that bet, brother. I might take you up on that bet. Dr. Detroit, I'm a Canadians fan also. Attaboy. All right, man. Awesome. Man, what do you think our chances are against the Penguins, dude? I don't know. You know what, man? Pittsburgh can fall asleep sometimes, man. You know, they got Sid the Kid over there for sure. It's going to be a tough goal, but Carey Price, man, if he can stay hot, would have a shot, man. Gridiron Goku in a Twitter beef. What's up, bro? Who's Twitter? Who's beefing with you? Do I got to have a sit down with somebody, dude? Do I got to straighten someone out for you? I'll do it. Woo, sweat Montreal 4-0. Hey, brother. Hey, you never know. You never know. We'll get one. We'll pull one out of that. We'll pull one game. I'm not expecting nothing from Montreal, bro. I'm not expecting nothing from them, man. They don't have the firepower. They don't have the firepower to keep up with the Penguins. So that's okay. I'm all right with it. That's right. Mason Rudolph. That's who it was. Yeah, that's who Miles Garrett almost killed. That was crazy, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. For brief second, eh? Good. Mark, in 2021 draft, we think Trevor Lawrence will go to the Jaguars. Would you be upset if the Lions draft quarterback Justin Fields out of Ohio State? No, because I love the kid. I love him. But it's funny though, man. I'm a guy that is going to have a tough time letting go of Stafford, man. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. But if I was to get anybody, you hear my little girl wooing, by the way. My little girl's wooing, by the way. It's funny. I can hear it. But anyways, man, Justin Fields, I really, really love, man. I like him. I like Lawrence and Fields, and then that Trey Lance kid. Those guys are the three guys that if they're going to pick any quarterback, go after any of those three. Okay? Any of them. Lawrence is my guy, though. Lawrence is my guy. I think he's the best out of the bunch. I've been saying that all along, bro. Matthew Huntley. And Huntley is going to surprise you. Will be returner as a rookie. He could win it. He could definitely win that spot. But Agnew's not going to sit there and not fight him over it. You know what I mean? I don't think Agnew will go away. Now he's got a kid like a Jason Huntley to actually push him. So that should be a good camp battle. That should be a good. You might even see, man. I predicted this a little bit too, and I read this. They could possibly move Huntley to a wide receiver. Don't be surprised that he moves to a slot receiver. He's got beautiful hands, guys. Beautiful hands, and they keep a guy like Ty Johnson as a running back still. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way they would do something like that. They really like Ty, keep him as a running back, move Huntley to wide receiver. It probably won't happen, but it could. It's something to keep an eye on, guys. Noble, TA, will Michigan beat Ohio State this year? No, we won't, dude. We won't. We don't even know who's playing quarterback at Michigan. You know what I mean? We don't even know what's going on there. He still hasn't found his quarterback. It's insane. OSU, man, they load up every year, man. They're ready to go. Stevie Y, Richard Seguin. Stevie Y was picked 4th in the first round. Wings will get a good player. Yeah, but you're not getting Stevie Y. So, rumor has it that they're going after that Russian goalie. Can't remember his name, but I guess he's a superstar. So, who knows? There's some defensemen too. I don't follow hockey like a lot of guys do, guys. So, you know, if I'm going to talk any kind of sports, I'm probably going to talk Montreal, but I'm not going to focus on hockey too much. But I will talk some. He doesn't. Harbaugh doesn't win big games. You're right, bro. He doesn't. That's why he's not going to beat Ohio State. It'd be fun. It'd be fun if they did. No, Michigan State University will not do anything. No, man. Man, D'Antonio let those guys nothing over there. He walked out, man. He stabbed them in the back. He got out when he could, and he did it in a cowardly way. Oh, that's right, man. 22 was Bobby Lane jersey. Yeah, we talked about this last week. Mellow Mo actually told me. Mellow Mo. Yeah. I got to brush up on my jersey numbers, man. Yeah, that's right, Bobby Lane. Can't wear that number. 23 available. It was Slay, right? Somebody take that. Okuda? Okuda, just come in and take it. Own it. Okuda or Swift. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Trox. Happy birthday to your MVP, Mark. Yep. Happy birthday, baby. Trox wants to talk a little bit of fantasy football. Trox? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Hey, by the way, man, when are we going to have when are we going to know the draft order in the ISN group, guys? Your boy wants to know. Why, is that when we're drafting? Tomorrow? Come out tomorrow for ISN Fantasy Football? When are we drafting? I got to know. Oh, new show. New show for ISN is Fantasy Football on Mondays. Oh, nice. Nice. Nice, guys. All right. Yep. Oh, for sure, man. For sure, Noble. 1 carry on, 2 Swift, 3 Bo. For now, I definitely see DeAndre Swift. I see him winning that spot or carry on just going down in general. Huntley and Ty Johnson not making the team. Ty's vision is jacked up. Huntley don't have the valuable reps offseason sellers. Yeah. I think it's a big mistake, though. I think it's a big mistake if Huntley don't make the team. Seriously. I think he's a better football player than Ty Johnson. Oh, hi, baby. Virtual hug. I love you. That's enough out of you, bro. That's enough. That's enough out of you, Grid. The MVP is in the chat. Yeah, she is. People are saying hi to you, honey. I don't know if she's listening. Everyone's saying, oh, there she is. Thank you. Sorry because of the MVP. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. I love Batman. I am a good guy. You're right, brother. I am a good guy. Carry-on's going to be gone. Yeah, that's right, buddy. He could be trade bait. Yeah, you know what, man? The carry-on could be trade bait. That isn't it. That's very interesting. All depends what Bo can do, right? If they really like Bo that much, man, that'd be sweet, man. That'd be sweet. Get carry-on. I don't know what you're going to get for him. Make it a 4th, 5th. You know what I mean? He was a 2nd-round pick. That injury problems, man. It'd be really interesting to see what you can get for him. You're not getting a 2nd round back. You probably won't get a 3rd. You won't get a 3rd. You'd be lucky to get a 4th, man. You'd be lucky to get a 4th or probably a 5th round pick, man. Just because of those injuries, man. He's got the talent, though. He's got the talent, man. I like his talent, but man. I'm back. Had beef with K-pop staying. All right, man. K-pop? Really? That's what the guy's calling himself? K-pop? As in the K-pop music? Ooh. Yikes, bro. Yeah, something said something. That's not cool, man. I keep that racist crap out of here. I'll have none of that. GA Noble Sports Entertainment. What are your season expectations for Matthew Stafford headed in to his 12th season? Woo! Oh, yeah, guys. You know how I feel about Matthew Stafford, man. We made some bold predictions the other day, and I said 50-plus touchdowns for this kid. I think he could do it no problem. I think he can do that no problem. I think he's going to have an MVP type year. He's surrounded by absolute insane talent. He's supposedly really, really healthy, looking good. He was just out wakeboarding not too long ago, a few days ago. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Matthew Stafford and his beautiful wife Kelly. They had a baby boy today. I think it was a baby boy, but they just had a baby. So that's his fourth child, and I think he finally got his boy, and he's probably going to be done. Good job for you, the Staffords. We love you, man. Awesome. But yeah, man, Stafford's going to have a crazy year. I'm expecting easy 40 touchdowns if healthy and like 4,500 yards. You know what I mean? Definitely over 4,200, 4,500 yards. I'm going to get to 5,000 because I think that running game is going to go off. So, but he'll get over 4,000 with these and like 40 touchdowns. Yeah, the Pac-12 is nowhere near the Big Ten. Yeah, that's for sure, man. Some good football over there, but not like the Big Ten. If that's what you're talking about. So Trufant does have. Oh, Trufant took 23. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what Swift is going to get. Then I don't know what Swift he's going to get. Then 24 available. Anybody who's 24? I can't think of anybody that's 24. I'm sure somebody is. Mike Ford. I don't know. D Virgin, maybe one of those guys. I think it's done random on draft day. Talking about the draft, the picks. That's cool. I like that. I definitely want to be involved in that. Somehow be involved in that. Somehow be involved in that fantasy football talk. Somehow, guys. Eventually. Probably can't do it tomorrow, but yeah. Gridiron. You're not beating nobody, kid. No, you're not. No, brother. I got my eye on you, bro. I got my eye on you. She's checking on Uber Bay. Last time there was a lot of D talk. Yeah, it was all fun, man. Thank you, brother. Michelle Lorem, happy belated B-Day. Yeah, thanks, brother. It's a birthday today, actually, bro. So, yeah, man. Yeah. It's only 27, believe it or not. And I'm trying to say that with a straight face, man. Is this a joke? The creator of NBA Jam admits that he programmed the game so whenever the Pistons got with it, but that's got to be a joke. But if we're talking game consoles, guys, I just got, man, Friday in the mail, and I ordered this thing 4 months ago. It's called the Retro Stick. Bros, it is awesome, man. It's 8-bit games from the 80s, 90s, 568 games, man. Punch Out, Dig Dug, Donkey Kong Jr., Super Mario Brothers, all the Mario Brothers you can do, Pac-Mans, all the cool Contra, just like the coolest games ever, guys. The coolest games ever, man. I think I got it for like $45. It was sweet, man. Sweet. I'm pretty sure it was a boy, Grid. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I think they finally got their boy. I got to know a little bit more about this, my friend. Is this a joke? Because this is hilarious if it's not. Did Cam just sign to the Pats? Well, I'm looking this up, man. Did he? Sorry, guys. I got to look this up, man. I got to look this up. If this is, I'm not sure. What's going on, guys? Keep asking questions. Cam Newton to the Pats. Nothing. No. That would be sweet, though. That would be sweet, man. I'd like to see him get, I'd like to see him get a job. I'd like to see him stop worrying about his IG workouts, though, his Instagram workouts. He just like, I like to see the guy play, but man, there's something about the guy that bugs the heck out of me, man. Just, man, like he just seems too much about Cam. You know what I mean? Like you gotta work on yourself too, man. But my God, he just resonates something stinky. I don't know what it is, man. Just let me know, bro. Let me know. Do you guys do it live? You guys do it live? What do you guys do? Cam to the Patriots. Hey, man. You guys are... I'd like to see it. Hey, I'd like to see it, man, because I can't see them going into the season with Jarrett Stidham. I don't really see it, guys. Cam Newton to the New England Patriots. Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Wow. All right, he did sign. Oh, good call, Grid. Good call, buddy. Wow, that's something, man, because, hey, like I said, there was a lot of talk about him possibly going there. Wow. Free agent Cam Newton to sign a one-year deal with the New England Patriots, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Former NFL MVP Cam Newton has reached agreement on a one-year incentive-laden deal with the New England Patriots. Wow, one-year deal, man. So this is a make-or-break year for Cam. And obviously, Bill has not packed it in. And they didn't have too much confidence in this Stidham kid. Hey, let's see what he can do. Because last year, Cam Newton was balling until he got hurt. He was playing well. They weren't really winning a lot of games, but he was playing well as a quarterback, and then he got hurt. Now he's looked good in these videos that he's been putting out all the time with him and Odell and whoever else he got out there in his little black and white videos. But yeah, good for him. Good for him, man. They got themselves a name, that's for sure. He's a name still, and he was playing well up until he got hurt last year. It's going to be interesting to see, man. He will start, obviously. How's he going to get along? How's he going to get along with Double B, though? That's going to be interesting to see, because they are two opposite people. But how's Bill going to take his antics? So it should be interesting. Wow. West Branch. Well, I'm sort of hoping the Wings get Cole Perfetti from the Saginaw Spirit. Yeah, I don't know too much about him, brother. I got to look that stuff up. Yep, interesting, eh? Cam Newton signed a one-year deal with the Patriots. Yeah, it's going to be, wow. There was a lot of talk. There was a ton of talk that was going to happen too. There was a ton of talk that he was going to go there. And people were like, no. There's no way. There's no way. He's there. One-year deal. Jorge. Mark, we play each other week 9 of fantasy. You might as well put an L on your sheet. Hey, it's week 9 and you're already talking? Week 9 and you're talking. You must be nervous, brother. You must be nervous. I got you, bro. I got you. Richard Seguin, average points per game for the Lions. I'm saying 34. Take the over with the Lions. Average points per game, 34. You know what? I'm okay with that. I think I said maybe a couple weeks ago 32. So I'm okay with 34. I think that's a lot. 32 is a lot. But it's a team that they should score 3 to 4 touchdowns easy. Easy. They should. They just should score that. And then you got one of the best kickers in the league to kick a couple field goals. I don't think it'll be You know what I mean? And I'm not too sold on their defense shutting everybody down yet, so they could be in a lot of shootouts. I'd take that over. I'll take that over, bro, for sure. Yep. Chris Cobb, Bill just got a 1-year extension for the kid they groom, and smart move. Yeah, man. It's a good move, man. Because Stidham's obviously not ready. He's not ready to take over the reins, man. The guy has to step in for an all-time, like an absolute living legend like Tom Brady. That's crazy. You could have a guy like Cam, who's done it. He's been an MVP. He's been great in the league for a couple seasons. Not every season he's awesome, but he's had an MVP season under his belt, a couple other good ones to boot. He's just a little erratic, man. He's erratic. His shoulder supposedly good. The legs, the knees, whatever, the ankles. He's banged up. He's a banged up kid, man. He's a banged up kid, obviously, because he got a 1-year deal. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Thank you, Rich. If the season fails now for the Pats, he's got a perfect scapegoat. Most think Campbell. I don't think he fits there. Personality-wise, he's still a good football player. Like, he's good. Like, he's nothing special. You know what I mean? Like I said, he had that one phenomenal year, MVP type year where he was just, you couldn't even touch him. But is he like a Patriots way kind of guy? You know what I mean? The guy like sulks, man. He's a sulker. He's a whiner. He's a sore loser. And I'm telling you right now, they don't got the best weapons over there. They do not have the best weapons over there. Don't really know what they did in the draft. I'm not too sure what they really did in the draft. I'd have to kind of check that out. But their wide receiving core isn't the greatest. They got Julian Edelman. They got N'Keal Harry, who was banged up most of the year last year, the rookie wide receiver they drafted out of Arizona State. I couldn't even tell you who their tight ends are. I couldn't even tell you who really their number 3 wide receivers are. Philip Dorsett or something like that. So Cam doesn't have a whole hell of a lot to work with, man. And their running game isn't the greatest either. You got a lot of guys that catch the ball well out of the backfield. But you have that guy that can be your 20-plus carries a game. They don't have that. So it's going to be almost like a team that's, they're going to have to rely on their defense again. New England, they're going to rely on their defense like they did last year. Because Brady struggled last year. Brady struggled with that team, man. He did. It was the first time you ever really seen him struggle. Didn't have a whole bunch of talent to work with. A few guys here and there. A lot of young guys that just are very green. So it's like, you know what I mean? So Cam's got his work cut out for him. He does. He has his work cut out for him. It should be interesting to see what happens. And yeah. I'm not shocked by the move. I'm not shocked by it, but I still don't think he fits there. I don't really think he fits there, but I don't think Bill was going into the season with Stidham. I was telling some buddies that too, man. I was like, no way he goes into the season with Jarrett Stidham, man. He just can't. He's not going to go from like a absolute legend to a guy that like nobody knows. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. The Harry kid, N'Keal Harry, he will be good. He got banged up last year. He was a stud in college. He was an absolute stud in college. Patriots signing of Cam now was for trade later to create cap space. Yeah, but they're not gonna. He's on a 1-year deal. Like, what are they gonna like? They could trade him. They could, like, you're right though. They could trade him like 8-9 weeks into the season, like just before the trade deadline. They could trade him just for the trade deadline this year if they're losing. So that is actually an interesting thought there, bro. But I don't think he's getting paid a whole hell of a lot of money. He's not going to be getting paid a lot of money Cam. Like what are they going to pay him? You know what I mean? I don't even have a number off by heart. I can't see them paying him a lot for 1 year, but they could trade him just for the trade deadline if they're losing. It'd be interesting. It'd be really, really interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see his full contract too. It's only a 1 year deal, man. So what's he going to get paid? Like, you know what I mean? I can't even come up with a number off the top of my head. Like, if he's not getting like a big deal. What are they going to give him? Like 10 million, maybe? I don't even know. I really don't even know, man. Cam is worth at least a second round for sure. You think so now still? You think he's still worth the second round pick? I don't know, man. I don't really know, dude. He's got a mangled shoulder and mangled limbs, man. You know, he's healthy now. He is. I'm not saying anything like that, but I don't know if you get a second round pick for him. I don't know. You might. Man, Belichick's gotten better for worse. Like for worse players. He's done it. So you never know. The question is, would the Detroit Lions, would they trade Matthew Stafford if they were losing this year? That's an interesting thought. I've thought about that a bunch of times. You know what I mean? I thought about that a bunch of times. I could have even sworn that was going to happen last year if he would have been healthy, that they could possibly have traded him for a second round pick. I don't know. It'd be tough to get a first round pick for him though. But you probably get a second or a third, I think. You know what I mean? If they're losing, you never know. If they're losing this year, they could possibly trade Matthew Stafford. I could see it. I can. And then you just got to set up for the next following couple of years. You know, I don't ever want to see Matthew go to another team, but if they're losing football games, I don't see why they would even keep him around. Especially if they're really bad. If they're really, really bad, man, you just got to let him fly, man. You just got to let him go. You got to let him go. And I hate saying it, but I could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. It'd be one of the worst days of my life, man, for sports-wise. That's for sure. I'd hate to see it, but what's the point of keeping him around if they can't win, right? What's the point? He's been here 12 years now. And it's not all on him. Of course, it's not all on him. But he takes majority of it. He takes, not majority, but he takes a big load of that, man. He does. He deserves a lot of the blame. But the franchise itself deserves more because they have not surrounded him with anything, I don't think. Took him 11, 12 years to start surrounding him with talent. And that's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. 10 to 12 years. They started surrounding him a few years back when they brought in MJ, they brought in Galladay. You know, and Galladay was a roll of the dice type of guy that turned into a stud. So if it was a 2-year deal, go like this. Pats do bad. Cam traded for a third and fourth in the first year before his big money hit. And Bill, yeah, but it's only a 1-year deal. So that's the second year's like an option. You talk about maybe an option, right? Stafford is worth the money he has paid. Stafford will be top 5 quarterback and playing, which for sure he's on a top 10 team. You're probably right, Jorge. You're probably right, but I'm the type of guy that would think, I'm the type of guy that thinks that no quarterback is worth what they're getting. They're just not, man. They're not worth that type of money. And quarterbacks should get paid by production, not by position. And that's how the NFL rolls, man. That's how a lot of sports rolls, man. That's how a lot of sports rolls, but the NFL especially. Quarterbacks get paid the most. Left tackles get paid second most with DNs. It kind of goes in order, right? So if you got a guy that wasn't very good or didn't have some good years in him, he's a running back like Delvin Cook. Like Delvin Cook, hurt, but looking good. That had a crazy good year last year. Now he wants to get paid top running back money for one phenomenal all-pro year. One. You know what I mean? So it's like he's getting paid by position and production at the same time. But it's like with quarterbacks especially, man, they shouldn't be getting that type of money. Like, look at what Nick Foles got. Nick Foles is historically horrific as a quarterback, but won a Super Bowl. Man. Played lights out in the Super Bowl, actually. Played phenomenal. And this is a guy that, got paid for it. He got absolutely paid for it. Got way overpaid by Philadelphia. Was it Philly or Jacksonville? Jacksonville? Yeah, overpaid for him. And then Philly overpaid for him too. So it's just, you know what I mean? You should get paid for production. Like, yeah, you produce in the Super Bowl and in the playoffs, but other than that, your career has been garbage. So, you know what I mean? You got to it's a two-way street, man. It's a two-way street. Anyways, guys, we got 8 in the chat. We got about an hour and 16 minutes in. We're not bad. I had about 16 at one point. That was pretty good. Keep the questions coming in, guys. Keep the questions coming in. I'm probably going to, since I bought this magazine, since I bought this football magazine, I might do a little fantasy myself. My next couple of videos. I won't do like a top 5 or a top 10 or I got to think about it. I won't do like a top 5 for running backs or quarterbacks because that's pretty obvious. I'll try to do it later. I'll try to do like later picks, like after 10, like 11, 12, 13 down the road, 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9. Guys like that, just make it a little bit tougher because it's pretty obvious what it's going to be when it goes to running backs and like quarterbacks for the top guys, right? Like, you got your quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, those type guys. Running backs, you got Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, Elliott, those type of guys. It's just obvious, right? If I go a little bit down, I'll try to do some sleepers and stuff like that, man. Make it fun. I like this one. Mark, do you think Patricia's energy or lack of it affects the way the team plays? You mean on the sidelines? Yeah, because I've mentioned this before. I mentioned this in the One Pride the podcast like a bit ago. I mentioned this. I'm a people person, okay? I mean, I'm a people watcher. I'm a big-time people watcher, and I loved watching Patricia sometimes on the sideline. He distances himself. Like, he's social distancing before social distancing was even a thing. This guy was like literally, he would go off into the side, nobody around him, and sit there with his arms crossed, head tilted, and just sitting there like he needed to take a dump on somebody. Looked like his dog just died. Like, it was like weird. It's like, and you're not even out of the game. Like, you're winning the game, or you're just down by like a low score. You're still in the game. Yeah, I actually do think that, Jorge. So I think that's a really good question, bro. That's a really solid question. I think it does affect the team, but I don't know. Like, it just depends on the person too, right? It just depends on the player too. There could be a player looking over to the coach going, look at this guy, man. Like, look at this guy. This guy's sitting there with his arms crossed, looking like he wants to go home and nap sometimes. But then there could be a guy that says, hey, man, let's go, man. Let's rally up the troops. So it's kind of like, it's a two-way street on that one as well. So just all depends on the player. But me personally, if I was a football player and I seen that guy doing that, my coach, I'd probably say something to my head coach, man. I'd probably get my head kicked in for it, but I'd probably say, what's up, bro? Come on, what's going on? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a good question, Jorge. Patriots record last year, 12-4. Take a guess for this year. I will go 4-12. I got to see their I got to see their schedule. I'll tell you right now, with Cam Newton as their quarterback, okay, and they still got a pretty good defense, even though we got 3 of those guys. Let me see. Let me see who the New England Patriots 2020 schedule. New England Patriots 2020 schedule. Let's see what they got, man. I like this one. See you, brother. Have a good one, man. Okay, 2020. Let's see. Okay, preseason. We ain't doing that. Okay, NFL preseason. Okay, they got the Dolphins. Dolphins week 1 in New England. They're going to win that game. Okay. Then they got the Seahawks. They'll lose. They'll beat the Raiders. So it's 2-1. They'll lose to the Chiefs. 2-2. They'll lose to the Broncos. I'll say 2-3. Then they'll lose to the 49ers. 2-4. The Bills will beat them. So that's 2-5. They'll beat the Jets 3-5. Lose to the Ravens 3-6. Probably beat the Texans 4-6. The Cardinals, they'll I think they'll beat the Cardinals, so they'll go 5-6. Beat the Chargers 6-6. Lose to the Rams 6-7. Probably beat the Dolphins 7-8. I think they'll go 7-9. Then they'll beat the Jets 7-9. 7-9, 6-10. That's what they'll probably go, brother. That's what they'll probably go, Rich. That's what I'm saying. I'll say 6-10. 6-10. We'll make a little friendly bet on that, big boy. For sure, Jorge. You love it. You guys are a work in progress, man. You guys are a work in progress. The Dolphins are a work in progress. I'm not a big fan of Tua, but magazines are like boobies. Yes, you can look at them online, but holding them is always better. Quote from Stan Lee. That's a great Stan Lee. If you don't know who Stan Lee is, everybody, it's a creator of Marvel. He's the man. Rest in peace, Stan the man. Created all those good superheroes, Spider-Man, all that stuff, man. The Avengers, Thor, Iron Man, everybody, man. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that, Troy. I like that, brother. Hey, guys, if you haven't already, man, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit those likes. Get those likes up. And smash that notification bell, man, so you can see all my videos coming out. I'm still going to do a couple new videos coming up, man. I'm still doing football drafts, man. I'm still doing those. Those take a little bit of time because I watch some. I try to watch as much tape as I can. I try to, you know what I mean. I got some in the works right now going. I agree, Mark. I don't think any player wants a yeller, but at least a bit of energy and not being cerebral about everything. Right. Schwartz was a yeller. Remember, the Schwartz was an absolute lunatic on the sidelines, and look what he did. He was a joke of a head coach. So we've had so many different versions, man. We got Caldwell, who was a guy that just like sat there like a deer in headlights with his mouth wide open. Caldwell, but they communicated with Caldwell. He was more of a player's coach. You know what I mean? He got along with the players, man, but he looks so lost on the sidelines. Patricia don't really have that lost look. He just got that like, I don't want to be here look. Like with his head tilted and his arms crossed. It's like he's pouting. It's like, man, come on, bro. What's up, brother? How you doing, blue and silver? Like that. I like that picture right there, brother. Lion pack. Love it. Absolutely, Jorge. Troy nailed it. Thibodeau nailed it. Oh, Joseph Murdoch in the building. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you here in the chat. What's up, folks? I think Raglan was a great pickup, and will you and will be very effective with Patricia as a run-stuffing linebacker. What say you? I like that. The only thing with Ragland is, like you said, bro, he's one-dimensional. That's it, man. He's only one-dimensional. First round pick by the Buffalo Bills 5 years ago, I want to say 4, 5, 6 years ago. Never played a down in a regular season for the Bills because he hurt himself. And then he got traded to Kansas City. Had one decent year for Kansas City. Played in a Super Bowl, though. Started in a Super Bowl. But he's a one-dimensional linebacker. All he does is play the run. Blitzes a little bit, but he doesn't really show any production in blitzes. But he does. Kansas City did use him in some blitz packages. He's extremely well, like he's just one-dimensional. That's the only thing I don't like about him. But he's a beast, man. He's big kid, 6'2", 6'3", 255 pounds. He's a monster of a kid. It's just that he's too one-dimensional. And I don't know who he's going to beat out. I don't really know who he's going to beat out because is he going to take Maben's spot? Because Maben plays really good special teams and he's a pretty good cover linebacker. When he plays, he doesn't really see the field much. And so who's his competition? Is it Tavai? I think Tavai is an overall better linebacker than Reggie Ragland. Is he going to beat out Jared Davis? I don't think so either, because Davis, as wild as that guy is, face it, folks, he is our second best linebacker on the team. You can argue it all day with me, guys. I've had arguments with people online about this, but look at the numbers. He's the second best linebacker on the team. The first is Jamie Collins. Jared Davis, believe it or not, was the best linebacker on the team for the last 3-4 years until Jamie Collins came around, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Christian Jones sure isn't better than him. Tavai is not better than him. Akwara, not yet, but Akwara is my guy. He's not better than him, though. Not yet. I think Akwara could, though. So I think he could, though. Yeah. But Reggie Ragland, I think he's going to have it was a good pickup, but I think he's on the bubble himself. He's going to have to ball out. And like guys like Trox said, these guys aren't getting any reps. No one's getting reps, guys. Like nobody, all these newcomers on our team, all these rookies, these free agents, some already got spots. It's set in stone. But a guy like Reggie Ragland, who hasn't been productive in the NFL very much, like if you think about it, he hasn't done a lot. Won a ring, but it's not because of Reggie Ragland. I'll tell you that. He's a first-round pick that had crazy expectations and hasn't done squat. So I hope I answered your question, bro. I hope I answered your question. I think he's going to struggle to make the team. Because I don't know who he's going to beat out. No problem, brother. No problem. Mark, what is the Lions' identity? Defense, running, passing, etc. Well, they're going to be an offensive team, even though they got a defensive coach. Their offense is going to make or break this team, I think. But if they score 30-plus points a game, their defense needs to step up. But I think the passing game is going to be the best on the team because just they got so many weapons, man. They got so many weapons, and I've talked about these guys ad nauseum. You know what I mean? You got Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, Danny Amendola, Cephas, Geronimo Allison. Even got DeAndre Swift and Kerryon Johnson to carry the load in the receiving game. You got TJ Hawkinson, Hunter Bryant. You got so many weapons for Matthew Stafford, and Stafford is capable of putting crazy points on the board. You just got to stay healthy. So I think their identity is going to be offense. It's going to be offense with a splash of the running game. So defense, I'm just not sure yet. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sold on their defense yet. I like what they've done. I like the Harmon pickup. I love the Collins pickup. Shelton, all those guys, Nick Williams. I love what they did there, but I'm not 100% sold. They were 31st in the league last year, guys. 31st. It's terrible. That's terrible. They need to jump up to at least in the low 20s. Just to win games. Just to win games. If they can put 30 plus points on the board, and then you know what I mean? Then they can win games. What's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? I definitely think Ragland's making the team. He's better than Christian Jones. Yeah, but is he? He sure hasn't shown it, Steve. He sure hasn't shown it, Steve-O. He hasn't, brother. Even though Christian Jones is nothing at all special, neither is Reggie Ragland. You know what I mean? Like, he could maybe beat him out. But Christian Jones is the outside linebacker. Ragland's not playing outside. So, and right now they got Jamie Collins and Christian Jones as our two starting outside linebackers, with Akwara either playing defensive end or outside linebacker. So, you know what I mean? Ragland's an inside linebacker, bro. He's an old school thumping linebacker that just plays on first and second down sometimes. He will not be on the field on third down. And if he is, he's probably blitzing the quarterback. Well, we better pray to God he's blitzing the quarterback, because he's pus in coverage, man. You know what I mean? So I hope he's better than Christian Jones, dude. I really do. I think Tavai will take Christian Jones outside linebacker job, and Collins will take Kennard's. Yeah, on running downs, which leaves Ragland and Davis in the middle. Passing downs will be 3 linebackers. Like I said, it all depends on the scheme they're running at the time, right? But right now, Christian Jones and Jamie Collins are our 2 outside linebackers. If they're running a 3-4, say a 3-4, 3D lineman and 4 linebackers, to say they're doing a 3-4, you're going to have Christian Jones, Jamie Collins, Tavai, and Davis. As of right now, those are your guys. Those are your 4 linebackers in a 3-4. Then if it goes to 4-3, you'll have Jamie Collins, probably Christian Jones, and then or maybe Jared Davis on an outside. And then you're going to have Tavai or Ragland. Yeah, you know what I mean? So on the bubble, I think guys like Christian Jones could be on the bubble. He could be. Because Akwara, I think, might steal one of those guys' job. Akwara could send Christian Jones packing, which I would really like. Ragland could stick around, because you got to think, too. You got to think of who our head coach is, guys. You got to think of who our head coach is. Patricia loves big body linebackers. It's why he brought in Collins. It's why he brought in Reggie Ragland. That's why they drafted Tavai. They're all big. And Christian Jones is big too, though. So he's over 250. He's 6'3". You know what I mean? He just likes his big linebackers. So, and even Akwara, he's 6'3", 6'4", 255 pounds, 252. So it's like, it could be interesting, guys. It could be interesting. But Ragland and Christian Jones could be on the bubble. We might, man. We're going to see fun field next season with the Vikings and Greens Bay using a fullback. Yeah. If they're using fullbacks, for sure. Joseph Murdoch. So many weapons. Crazy insane at what Stafford can do with what they have to put points on the board. Dude, I could talk about it for hours, and I love talking about it, Joseph. I love talking about what Stafford can do with this offense. It gets me so excited, so fired up, man. I just hope Stafford can stay healthy. That's it. They can't go into the season with all these injuries they had last year, or they're in trouble. New England is not beating the Raiders in Vegas. Sure they are. I'll bet you there. I'll bet you there. The Raiders are pus too, bro. Come on, dude. I'm rich. Why do you think the Raiders will beat New England? Belichick will outcoach Chucky in a second, for one. David Carr is not that good. They did get some good wide receivers in the draft, though. They got that Judy. Who did they get? Ruggs. They got Ruggs, and they got a bunch of speed guys. They got Lyn Bodden. I think they got that kid from Boise State. So you never know, man. But I'll take the Patriots in that bet. Saban runs the same defense as Belichick. He was pretty good in that defense at Alabama. Yeah, for sure, Steve-O. I agree with that. Really, Tavai, Collins, and David in a 4-3? In a 4-3? Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I? Yeah. Davis, you mean. Davis, right? That's why I said Christian Jones could possibly be he could possibly be excuse me, guys, a little heartburn. He could possibly be on the bubble, big time. That Christian Jones could. Tavai's going nowhere. Tavai's going nowhere. I don't think Davis is going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere, and Collins is not going anywhere. So those are pretty much your guys in stone. But where does Christian Jones fit, right? He is trash. Blue and silver did nail it. He is trash. But hey, man, I don't make the calls, and I just see it. I just try to be realistic about it, guys. Why is Christian Jones still on this team? He's been trash for 2-3 years. He hasn't been good since he came here. Why is he still here? You know what I mean? It's weird. It's just weird. It's just like one of those guys that you just can't shake him. I wish he'd go away. Joseph Tavai. Move Tavai to middle linebacker with JD outside linebacker and Ragland on jumbo packages. Yeah, you're going to see if Ragland makes a team, guys. You're going to see Ragland in on short downs, on running downs, all that stuff. Ragland's not there to cover linebackers or tight ends. I mean, to cover running backs or tight ends. He's not there to cover anybody. Like I said, they used him sparingly in Kansas City as a blitzer, but he wasn't a great blitzer. He did have a couple sacks last year for the Chiefs, but he's a run-stuffing, old-school middle linebacker. That's what he is. Julian Okwara will play on passing downs only. Well, hey, that's not necessarily true either, bro. Yes, he will get to the quarterback. He is a good player on creating pressure and getting sacks, but he's capable in the passing game as a cover linebacker. Extremely capable. He can cover, bro. He's no joke there. He's a 3-down linebacker. He could be a 3-down linebacker in the NFL. Rookie season, maybe. There's they ease him in, but he's not good. He's not just going to play on passing downs, bro. I'm telling you right now, he's that good of a football player. Yeah, that's the linebacker event hands up instead of putting his hand in the dirt. Yeah, he does both. You know what I mean? He does both. And guys like Jamie Collins is that type of guy. Tavai is kind of that type of guy. Christian Jones is a little bit that type of guy. And Okwara is that type of guy. Okwara is probably the most athletic of the bunch, next to Collins, for sure. But yeah, that's what a jack linebacker is a linebacker that is capable of literally playing on the line as well. So he can do it. He can do a jack of all. He's a jack of all trades. That's why they call him that. Heard Shealy really likes Matt P. His job is safe. Well, like I touched before on this, I literally read that Sheila was one of the reasons why they brought back Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn for this year. How true that is, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on it, but that's what I've read. And she didn't give out any ultimatums this year when she took over from Martha on his job security. But personally, and just in my gut feeling, it's strictly a gut feeling, that they don't make the playoffs, at least make the playoffs. I think they should have to win a playoff game, but they don't at least make the playoffs. Matty P and Quinn are gone. I agree with everything except go green, my man. Oh, and let's go. I'm okay with the Red Wings, but I'm a Habs fan. Mark, a third of the Lions' current 90-man roster and new players. Who do you think should step up and be the defense and offensive leaders, even though they have not even met yet? Offensive, defensive leaders? Okay, on defense, the defensive leaders should be guys like Jamie Collins. 100% should be one of them. Jamie Collins is one guy who should be a defensive leader. Tavai should, because there's been talk about him getting the green dot helmet, and if you don't know what the green dot helmet is, that means that he'll be a captain of the defense during that game, and he gets to talk to the coordinators during that game and call plays, and he gets to communicate with his coaches. So Tavai, Collins, I'll even pick someone in the secondary, a guy like Trufant, even though he's new. Tracy Walker, you see those type of guys stepping up. Walker is in his third year now, so he needs to step up. Offensively, it's Matt Stafford, Marvin Jones, Kenny Golladay, all those guys, Ragnow, all those guys coming in, because I don't think it's going to be the two rookies coming in at guard. Those guys won't step up and be leaders just yet. Big V, he's brand new from the Philadelphia Eagles. You won't see those guys being true leaders yet. You never know, though, man. They might be the alphas in the room, right? But offense is pretty set, man. And then you got guys like Carry On, and hopefully Swift can have some say too. So that's who I think, guys. Oh, absolutely, Steve-O. Davis looked like he bulked up. I bet he plays good season. Yeah, money is the ultimate motivation. Hey, man, money talks, baby. Money talks, guys. And I think I talked about this on the One Pride podcast, and everybody said the same thing pretty much about it. They didn't pick up his option because they don't know what they're going to do with him. And then if you're an athlete and you're trying to get a contract, I guarantee you he balls out. I bet you he gets like 120, 130 tackles and like 7-8 sacks. I bet you he has a great year, Davis. I bet you he does. He's a player under control. Okay, Mark, it was usually a fantastic job. I enjoy it. All the best to you, bro. See you at work. See you, brother. My man, Richard Seguin's retiring, by the way, from Chrysler. Congratulations, my man. You deserve it. Proud of you, buddy. Love you. West Branch, pop or soda? What do I say over here in Canada? It's pop. It's pop, brother. But I got all kinds of family in the States, so I remember, man, like soda was funny to me. But yeah, pop over in Canada. Oh, I don't know, Blue and Silver. I think we're not going to agree on this one either. I don't know if he's awful at tackling. I don't know if he's awful. You know what? He didn't have crazy production in college, okay? He didn't have crazy production in college, but he's an all-around good linebacker. He's better. He's better at getting to the quarterback. He's better at creating chaos, havoc, and all that stuff, creating pressure. He is better at that, but he's not going to shy away from tackling. I don't know if he's awful. I wouldn't say those words, bro. I really wouldn't say awful, man. I like this one. Joseph Murdoch. Shelton and Williams will open up the Akwara brothers double-digit sacks for both. Hey, man, I already made the bold prediction on the One Pride podcast too that I said that Julian would get over 10 sacks this year. I love the kid. He was a borderline first-round talent that we got in the third. We got him in the third because he broke his leg, man. He broke his leg at Notre Dame. That's why we got him. And there's a little bit question about his heart. But I think having not his heart as he has a bad heart, about his like love for the game. I actually heard Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network talk about it. And he said there was question about his heart, but they weren't overly concerned. But he was definitely a second round talent, borderline first round, that we got in the third, which was a steal. Was an absolute steal, guys. It was a steal. I think he can definitely get double-digit sacks, and I think Romeo, it'd be nice to see him do it too. Stafford, yeah. Yep, Joseph Murdoch. Stafford and Flowers will be leaders. Collins gets the green dot. Collins College will get the green dot. Davis got it mostly last year. But the coaching staff actually gave it to Tavai last year in some games. And then there was an article this year. You might want to Google it. You might want to look for it. Patricia's already came out, and what's his name? Unland's already came out and said that they're going to use Tavai with that green dot helmet more. I'm telling you, Tavai's going to step up this year, guys. He's going to have a lot of his plate this year. I'm telling you right now. They love the kid over there. They love him. Even though he didn't do much last year, they just like him. They do like him. Yeah, that's another guy I forgot. That's a good one, Steve-O. Austin Bryant and Jay Aqua are going to fight for the jack linebacker in camp. I think Collins will play the other right outside linebacker. Tavai and Davis are going to fight for the middle linebacker in camp. Yeah. Neither of those guys are going anywhere, by the way. I completely forgot about Austin Bryant. Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Now, if you want to Google some stats, Google Austin Bryant stats at Clemson. He was a hell of a football player at Clemson. On a defense that was phenomenal, though. It was a great defense when he played there. But he had back-to-back 8 sacks his final 2 years at Clemson. He's a really good football player. He just needs to stay healthy. He's got that pec injury. He kind of had a setback. He's apparently, I think he's still a little bit banged up, but he's good to go. But he's a guy that can get 7-8 sacks as a Lion. He could play defensive end, okay? Because he was a defensive end at Clemson. That's what he was. So, but they were playing him last year. The Lions were actually playing him last year as a jack linebacker. They were actually putting him there. But he can play defensive end. So him and Romeo could be fighting for a spot there. Because Flowers is the guy, obviously. Which player will surprise and come out of nowhere? Blue and silver. Which player will surprise, come out of nowhere? Okay, I've always had this. Okay, this was a guy that I really liked that the Lions picked up. They picked up that Jalen Curse kid, the safety out of from Minnesota Vikings. He's a really good football player. He's a safety. He's going to have a little bit of trouble cracking the roster as a starter, but he's going to make plays. Watch that kid. I think he's going to step up and come out of nowhere on the defensive side of the ball. That's a guy I really like, Jalen Curse. There's nobody really else to like. I like Julian, but he's not really a guy that will come out of. He's not a surprise. Jalen Curse, he's a sleeper guy in mine for sure on the defense. On the offensive side of the ball, I'm going to go with Hunter Bryant. Hunter Bryant, the tight end out of Washington, the rookie that they picked up as a UDFA. Got all the intangibles, got everything you need in a tight end, offensively, skill-wise. Not the greatest blocker, but willing. Well, I don't know about willing either, but I don't know about willing. But I'm sure he'll put effort. He just made some bad mistakes in college, got hurt. But offensively, I think he could step up, especially if Hawkinson goes down, or I just think he's a really good weapon. He's built like Hawk too. Might be a little bit smaller, but yeah, I like Hunter Bryant, the tight end. I like that too, blue and silver. Okora is a beast. Rushing the passer will get better. I bet he gets 10 sacks. Romeo or Julian? I think Romeo can do it. I think Julian can do it too. Okora will make the tackle. He's at the point of attack, but doesn't get involved. Okay. Hey, all right. I'll take your word for it, Steve-O. I'll take your word for it, bro. I love the kid, so. Hey, what's going on, One Pride 40? What's going on, guys? How you doing, brother? Who's our starting guards going to be? It's a good question. It's a good question, man. I think one of them will be Jonah Jackson, the kid we drafted in the 3rd round out of Ohio State and played for Rutgers too. I think he's definitely going to be one of our guards. I got a feeling he's going to be our left guard because he's an excellent pass blocking guard. One of the best rookie guards in pass blocking this April that came out. And it just all depends what's going on with Stenberg. I'd love to see Stenberg and another rookie going and playing right guard, but I think that'll be kind of tough seeing two rookies. I don't know how Stafford would feel about that. But Stenberg's a nasty, nasty son of a gun, man. That loves the main people, loves to hurt people, man. So Stafford would actually love to see a guy like that protecting his backside, like protecting like his butt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because if someone goes after Stafford, Stenberg's choking you out. He's going after you. But I'm going to say Jackson. I'm going to say Jackson and Joe Dahl. That's going to be our two starting guards. Hopefully Stenberg can get in there sometime now. Yeah, no doubt Brian could fill in at defensive guard for sure. He's versatile too, guys. Like I said, Patricia loves his versatility. He loves guys that can play 2-3 spots in a pinch. That's why you're going to see guys like what's it called? Like Romeo, Christian Jones. Those type of guys can like play there with hands in the dirt. They can play up. They can do all that kind of stuff. Like the Patricia likes those guys. He almost likes them to a fault. You know what I mean? But I do like Brian. He's another guy that I actually think will step up this year and make some noise. True. One pride 40. Aquara needs to get stronger. I totally agree. Yeah, we're having a good one, guys. We're having a good one. I like the late surge. I love this late surge. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, guys. It's free. It's free. I try to come at you guys all with some good content as much as I can. Talk football, talk baseball, maybe a touch of hockey. You know what I mean? NFL in general, baseball in general. I love it. This is a good one, blue and silver. I'd say Cephas over Hunter Bryant. Yeah, man, absolutely. I love the Quintez Cephas pick. It's a guy that's probably going to get groomed to either be a slot. He'll probably be a slot wide receiver because he has phenomenal route running skills. He was one of the best route runners in the college draft, but he was a kid that had some allegations on him. That he took care of. They took care of. That's why he slipped in the draft. And then he was a wide receiver in the Big Ten. And Big Ten isn't really too much known for their wide receiving game. So he was a kid that was super underrated, but he's got a lot of skill. But he could definitely do some damage over Bryant. He could. Jorge, Mark, what do you think of Rick Wagner going to Green Bay? They can have him. Dude, they can have him. He was a total, like, what do you have? One good year here? Maybe one good year? He was, we were sold a bill of goods on him, man. They can have him. I can't wait until guys like Trey Flowers, hopefully Julian Aquara, those type of guys are on him, blowing by him and just lighting up Rodgers. Can't wait for it. That's what I think. I think he'll be a left guard too. You know, he played both. A lot of people are saying right guard, but you know what? I think he'd be better at left, man. Because I think he's going to need to help out Taylor Decker as well. Stenberg is someone I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see him too, buddy. Mr. Nasty, that's his nickname. Bryant don't got the bend for me, Chief. Okay. Yeah, he's not the most athletic, twitchy guy. He's not gonna blow you away with his athleticism, but he gets the job done. He's about 275 pounds, 270. He can get to the quarterback. He did it in college, so that's all we really got on him right now, right? Because he was hurt last year as a rookie, so he only got into like, I don't know how many games he got into. 5, 4, I don't even know. But he didn't do squat. He didn't do squat last year. But I think he's capable. I think he's a good football player. Yeah, I'm glad sports is back over freaking politics. You know what, dude? I agree with you, man. I hate politics. I'll tell you the truth. I don't know a lot about it. I don't like talking about it too much. Like I know some, but just I don't follow it. Left, right, they're all nut jobs. Sorry, guys. If anybody's, I'm sure you guys are right wing, left wing. But you know what? I don't like both sides, and I kind of follow both. I'm like neutral almost, man. Neutral. I probably sway a little bit more to the right, but I'm not a political guy. I agree with you. Politics just separate people. Sadly, it does. It really does. You're right, brother. Yeah. Hey, that's good comparison. Seafors reminds me of a Bolden too. Des Bryant. He also reminds me of a guy, the Hall of Famer that people know. He reminds me a lot of Michael Irvin. He reminds me of that, just that type of guy he is, like that type of build, everything. Yeah, I think we got a good one in the fifth, guys, with Quintez. I think, he's gonna get in there sparingly too, because he'll probably be the. I don't know if he'll win the number 4 job, because Marvin Hall, I'll have something to say about that. But you'll see Marvin Hall, and you'll see Geronimo Allison, and you'll see a mixture of Hall, Allison, and Seafez absolutely going in there, in and out, rotating. So it's actually okay. Austin Bryant may be blue and silver. Austin Bryant may be the short yardage Jack linebacker. Yeah, he could be, man. He's got that size, right? He's 270. You know what I mean, man? He'll try to stuff the run. Like I said, he's not athletic, man, but he's a football player, man. He'll stick his nose in there. And like I said, man, go look at some of his highlights in college. He blows by some tackles, man. He blows by some guys like that, man. And he gets to the quarterback. Like I said, he had 16 sacks in 2 years at Clemson, his last 2 years in college. So he's good. He's a good football player. But it's like, it's funny because, like, we're talking about guys like, oh my God, is this guy going to make the team? Is this guy going to make the team? We haven't talked like this in a while, guys, about our roster. It's good that we have competition. This is what you want as a head coach. You don't want to make it easy. You guys don't want it to be easy, man. You don't want to say, okay, well, we got these 2 guys here are going to be our DNs for sure, and maybe we'll have a good backup. Maybe. Now we got multiple guys that we can count on. You know what I mean? So Patricia and Bevel and Unlin, Quinn, they all have their work cut out for them. They really gotta focus, and they really gotta pick their guys out, and they gotta pick this roster out perfect, man, because it's not going to be easy, man, because we got talent. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Who makes it, Hall or Agnew? Well, I think Marvin Hall is a lock. Marvin Hall is a 100% a lock on this team. He's the number 4 wide receiver on the team. To me, he's the number 4. The guy averaged 37 yards a catch last year. He didn't have a bunch of them, but he had 37 yards a catch. That's insane. Okay. Agnew, I think, will make the team on special teams. And I think they're going to keep Huntley too. I really do. I know there's a lot of guys thinking that Huntley's the odd man out because he doesn't have any reps going in, but I think Huntley's too good in the receiving game, and he's too good as a special teamer. And Quinn and Patricia love special team guys. I believe Swift will start by week 5. Yeah, I like that call. That's a good call, bro. I think I might have said week 3 or 4. It's either going to be by injury or just going to be because they can't take Swift off the field. You're not going to be able to take that kid off the field. He's that good. He is that good. Yeah, he's got that vibe, man. He's got that Kamara vibe. He got that burst. He's got that initial burst. He catches the ball just like Kamara. He's got that first step like Kamara. It's true, bro. That's a good comparison. The reason Lions paid Trey Flowers for his ability to move inside as a 3-tech. Well, the reason why the Lions paid him, Steve-O, is because he was the best defensive end at the time during free agency. He's not worth $90+ million, though. I'll tell you that. No, he's not. I'll tell you something right now, man. I'm a guy that it's just not all about sacks for me. I do love a guy that creates pressure, chaos, trouble in the backfield, all that stuff. That's all fun in games. It is. It really is. I do like that a lot. But the bottom line, bro, you need guys that get sacks. We're paying a defensive end top 5 money or whatever he's getting. He's getting top 5, even top 10 money as a defensive end to average 7.5 sacks a year. That's no good, man. To me, that's no good. Like, you know what I mean? That's just not right, brother. That's just not right. He's got to do more. And I've said this on the One Pride. He needs to get 10+ sacks this year. Enough of this. I play the run good. He doesn't have any pass rush moves, man. He's a power guy. He tries to take on his tackle or guard, whoever he's lining up against is mainly a tackle. He's always trying to go up against a tackle, and he's always trying to just push. He doesn't have any moves, man. Like I'm hoping he can like add to that repertoire of pass rush moves that you don't have. Do something. You know what I mean? You can't just go and get. Oh, that's a big one. My guy to come out of nowhere by the end of the year is Jashawn Cornell out of Ohio State. Yeah, man. PFF gave that kid a real high grade coming out of college. He could be a sleeper. You never know, man. He could be a sleeper coming out at that D tackle defensive end spot. Yeah, but it's going to be blue and silver. Swift will be the third down back. Carrion is more physical between the tackles. He is. But if you look at their size, there's not much difference weight-wise. But they're basically the same weight. Maybe Swift is a little bit lighter. But yeah, you are right. That probably will happen at the beginning of the year. I can see that. But Swift is going to take over that backfield, bro. I'm going number 2, and Swift is just thick. Okay. Quick or thick? Oh, yeah, man. I actually like Cornell, bro. I do. I like him. He stepped up last year for OSU. See this right here, Matthew Huntley? This right there, what you're saying? Trey is there to hold the edge and get a bit pressure on the quarterback. Not good enough for $90+ million, bro. That is not good enough, man. If that's their way of thinking, dude, man, like that's awful, bro. Trey is there to hold the edge and get a bit of pressure on the quarterback. Come on, dude, listen to that, man. Say that out loud 3 times, and you tell me that you like that. You know what I mean, bro? That's not good. I don't like that at all. He should not be there just to hold the edge and get a bit of pressure. He should be there creating plays, making plays, creating turnovers, getting sacks, stopping the run, doing it all. You're getting paid as one of the best defensive ends in the league. Prove it. I don't care how good you are stopping the run. I don't, man. Set the edge. You know what I mean? I know Patricia's all about that. That's why he loves his big bodies. But no, you're going to pay a guy that much money. I want more. I'm sorry. I'm selfish, man. I'm sorry. That's selfish of me, right? But that's their money. It's not my money. But I just think you shouldn't be paying that type of money for a guy that, oh, okay, we just want you to come here and set the edge and get a bit of pressure on the quarterback. No, man. We want you to be here to be a difference maker. That's why we paid you $90+ million. That's why we gave you a lucrative deal. Not just to set the edge, man. Yeah, Swift is a little bit of a power guy. He's got some power. He's got some enormous legs. You ever see the kid's legs? He's got power, man. Yeah, we did, man. We gave him that money. He's got that bag, bro. He's running to the bank with it. We overpaid for him, man. We did. I wasn't a big fan of that. I wasn't a big fan of that pickup when we did it 2 years ago. As always, another great show. Thanks for the Q&A. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night, folks. Go Lions. See you, Joseph. Have a good one, brother. Sleep tight. Nah, I don't like giving that much cash. Maybe better at the street technique. Yeah, you know what I mean? It just, you know, like I can't stress it enough, guys. I can't stress it enough, man. You don't give a guy $90+ million just to stop the run and get a sprinkle of sacks. No, man. You don't. If that's their way of thinking, that's awful. I'd rather go get a guy that can get me 12, 13, 14 sacks. You know what I mean? And be mediocre at the run game. You know what I mean? I'd rather they get that guys that can create because when you get to the quarterback, you create plays, right? Turnovers, possible possible bad throws, all that stuff. So fumbles, all that stuff, man. That's the guy that can just set the edge. Yeah, I agree with this too. I don't think Swift will get more carries and carry on unless carry on gets hurt. At first, yeah. But I'm telling you right now, Swift is the better running back. He is. He's the better running back coming out of school. He's a better running back. He's more dynamic. He's more elusive. He's shiftier. He's just an all-around better back. He's not great at pass blocking, Swift, but he'll throw his body out there. And I don't think he's a Band-Aid. I don't think he's a Band-Aid like Carry-On. He had some injuries at Georgia, but he missed like maybe 1 or 2 games. He doesn't really have concerns, I don't think. He had a shoulder injury early in his career, and then I think he had an ankle injury later on in his college career, Swift. So, but he's got nothing really that I'm too concerned about. But this was a good one, guys, man. We did 2 hours and 7 minutes, man. I'm probably going to cut it short real quick. If I get a couple more questions from you, I'm only going to go a few more minutes, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit that like, smash that notification, get those notifications from all my videos, man. There's a good time, guys. Okay, remember yeah. But I think we have more linemen this year. I don't think we're going to just do that 3-3-5. I think we're going to implement that 4-3 more this year with Unland. I think it's going to happen. You're not just going to see a 3-down lineman, Matthew. I don't think it's going to happen at all, bro. Like you'll see it, like you'll obviously see it, but it's not going to happen like you think it's going to happen, man. We're going to have a 4-3. We got too many D linemen now. We have too many. Even though I think they still need to get one more. We have more now. Yeah, you can't think about Trey Flowers as a typical DN. He played a lot more defensive end last year, but he played a lot more. Yeah, he was a defensive end solely for the Lions. Like, yeah, he's capable of going inside. I don't remember him playing much inside at New England, bro. I really don't, man. I just remember him being a DN there. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did because they do a lot of different schemes too. I'm not saying he's not capable of it, man, but and I can't stress it enough, dude. You can't pay. They shouldn't have paid him that much money then. They shouldn't have paid him $90+ million to be as not your typical DN. I'm not buying that, dude. I can't, bro. I'm sorry, man. Nothing against you, man. I can't buy it. You can't get paid that type of money and get that low production. If they wanted to replace Carry-On, then they would have drafted Taylor. Swift is a 3rd down button. That's why he was drafted. Sure. Okay. That's true, man. But you got to remember, man, DeAndre Swift was the best running back in this year's draft. I don't care what anybody says. He was the best at everything. He was the all-around better back than everybody, I think. Even though Dobbins had over 2,000 yards at Ohio State, I don't think he was as good. He's as good as DeAndre. Because DeAndre, man, they had so many running backs at Georgia. So many there. And he's fresher. He's dynamic in the passing game. I don't think Swift's gonna replace Carrion right off the bat, anyways. But I think he's the better running back, dude. He's gonna be the better running back. He's dynamic. He's dynamic on the field, man. Where do you see him play? Like, I know you've seen him play, but just trust me, he's gonna win that job. He's gonna win it. I'll guarantee you he does, man. But he'll be the third down back, though. You're right, man. He's gonna catch a ton of balls. I bet he catches 40 balls his rookie year. We're going to see 3. Well, I know. Well, no, bro, Matt, I don't have to buy it. I don't have to buy it at all, dude. I don't have to. I know he was never a big sack guy, but they paid him like a big sack guy. Do you see what I'm saying, dude? Like, do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, listen, you don't pay a guy $90+ million just to be a guy to play the run. Like, if that was Bob Quinn's thinking, then he needs to be fired immediately. I would love to ask him that question, because I know he was never a big sack guy. He's averaged 7 sacks a year his whole career. He's averaged it. That's his average. But they paid him to be a 10+ sack guy. You don't pay run stuffers and occasional quarterback pressures $90+ million. You just don't. They paid him that type of money because at the time he was a top defensive end in the free agent class. That's why he got paid, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but you got to get what I'm saying, right? I know that's what they did, man. But that's what they did, and to me, that's idiotic. I'm sorry, guys. That's completely idiotic. I would love to have been the fly on the wall in Bob Quinn's room. Him and Patricia were talking, and I think it was Patricia. Yeah, Patricia was it Flowers' first or second year? Yeah, they've been there since day one together, Flowers and Patricia, right? So I would love to be a fly on the wall. Like, did they both say, well, I hope he comes here just to be a running guy. Hope he stuffs the run. I would have lost my marbles, man. If I was like a coach sitting there going, like, no, man, you got to go after a guy that's going to make plays, man. I'm not like a guy that's going to make a good form tackle. And how about a guy that's going to strip the ball, create problems, man? Playmaker. And you're right. Flowers isn't one. He's not one. But he needs to be one at the type of money he's making. Flowers worth the money. Hey, that's your opinion, bro. I'm going to say, absolutely not. He's not worth that type of money, dude. He's not. He's not worth that much money. He's not. Production-wise, he's not. Flowers was the only, yep. But, bro, that's not saying anything. Flowers was the only good defensive player we had last year. That's not telling me anything, though. Bro, they were 31st in the league as a whole, as a unit. So Trey Flowers was part of that problem. He was part of that problem. He was not making enough plays. He missed a few games too as well. I think he missed the first 2 or 3 games, I want to say. He had shoulder problems, I believe. So he still ended up with 7 sacks or whatever he did, 7.5 sacks. But he needs to do more. That's all I'm saying, guys. He just needs to do more. That's it, guys. I'm hoping he gets 10+ sacks. He's going to have more help this year. So he could have an Aquara. He could have a Julian right next to him, a Nick Williams right beside him, a Shelton right beside him. So he's going to be freed up a little bit more. So I'm expecting 10 sacks. Just give me 10. You know what? Give me 9. Anything more than 7. Was it his first year, Flowers? Yeah, I'm not gonna look that up, man. I thought it was his second. But you could be right. I'm gonna look it up real fast before I go, guys. I love looking up stuff like this. This is fun. Trey Flowers stats. Oh, you're right, bro. First year. It was his first year in Detroit. 7 sacks. You're right, buddy. 51 tackles. 51 tackles. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was his second year. Okay, man. Wow. Good call. First year. Now, yeah, he has 28 sacks in 5 in 5 years. Didn't play his rookie year, 2015. I don't know what he has, no stats at all. So he must have been hurt for New England. But his stats are eerily similar. It's nuts. Like 45 tackles, 62, 57, 51. Very similar. Sacks, 7, 6.5, 7.5, 7. So, like, so eerily not frightening to me. I am salty. I'm extremely salty with the Flowers pick, bro. I am, man. I am, because I expect more. I'm sorry. I'm that guy, man. I'm sorry I'm that guy. I expect a lot more, man, from a guy getting paid that much money. I don't want a guy that just plays the run well at $90 million, man. I think that's absolutely ludicrous, and it's shameful. It's shameful on Bob Quinn if that's what he actually was trying to accomplish, that they got a run-stuffing defensive end. Good for them. You know what I mean? Like, no, I want a playmaker, man. Give me a playmaker at 90+ million. Give me a JJ Watt, man. Give me a JJ Watt. Give me something that a guy that you can count on. Not a guy that can get me a sack every other game. And you know what I mean? And he's not even doing that, man. He's not even giving you a sack. He's barely giving you a sack every other game. He's not even doing it. He's averaging 28. He's averaged 28 sacks in 5 years. So he's not even averaging you a sack every other game. You know what I'm saying, guys? Better stats than Clowney. You're right, man. And that's why I would not want the Lions to go pick up Clowney. That guy averages like 5 or 6 sacks a game. I mean, a year. Averages. You know, he's had a couple decent seasons where he's gotten like 9, 10 or something like that, but he's a guy that doesn't get to the quarterback much. He doesn't finish. You know what I mean? He doesn't finish a lot of his plays. That's all, guys. That's all, man. We all want the same things, guys. We all want the same things. It's just some of us are a little bit different with that, right? But it's good. But it's good, man. It's good that we all want the same thing. Just that, we all have different perspectives, which is fine. That's completely fine. But anyways, guys, if you guys got anything more, man, I'm going to wrap it up. I've done 2 hours and 18 minutes. This is the longest I've ever. I can't click on New Year's Day 2014 was a good day and a bad day for sports. 2014, we made the playoffs. Is that I'm trying to think, brother. I'm trying to think what happened. You got to let me know, dude. 2014, we made the playoffs as Lions. Does that happen? Oh, Michigan State completed their dream season by beating Stanford in the Rose Bowl 20. Okay. I'm sorry I don't remember that, my man. Thank you, Blue and Silver, man. Thanks for joining the show, brother. Good show, man. I love talking Lions. So do I, buddy. Come back next Sunday. I try to do this every Sunday, man. I've done it 4 or 5 weeks in a row now. Still got 7 in the building. Any more, guys? Any more? Clock is ticking. I got to go attend to the family. I've been on this thing for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Great show, man. I love talking Lions. Hopefully we have a little bit more Lions talk next week. Seems we're always talking about the same thing, but that's okay. Oh, the Detroit Red Wings lost the 2014 Classic to the Toronto Maple Leafs in a shootout in Ann Arbor. I don't like the Leafs either, bro. So that's a heartbreaker. I like the Wings more than that. I like the Leafs Canadian. man. It was great. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Everything's free. And smash that bell and the notifications. And I'll talk to you later. Peace. Boom. Bye.